Hey guys, Nick with P&H Lawn Care here in Kingsport, Tennessee. If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining. And if you're a subscriber, thanks even more. And let's get to it today. The main focus of today's video is the Scag Turf Tiger 2 1000 hour review. Now, this Scag right here has the Kawasaki engine, 61-inch deck. I purchased it new in 2022. December of 2022, and did not put it into use until spring of 2023. Why is that? Let's get to it. Okay, you guys are in luck today because you're getting a 2-for-1 mower review. This is my 5th Scag mower, my 2nd Turf Tiger 2. So some of y'all may be saying, oh great, we've got a die-hard Scag guy here. All we're going to hear is just how great it is. Well, I also run Exmark, so no, that's not the case. I like a lot of other mowers too. I happen to run the Exmark Turf Tracer and Scag Turf Tiger 2. So let me go back in time a little bit. Of course, I started out small whenever I first got going in the business with a Scag Patriot. I graduated to a Scag Tiger Cat 2. And then I moved on to a Scag Turf Tiger 2. Got my first one. It was a 37 horsepower Vanguard engine, 61-inch deck, 2020 Scag Turf Tiger 2. Had it for 550 hours. Love that thing. That 37 horsepower Vanguard engine is incredible. I mean, the brute force of that thing. I've taken it, and y'all have done this too, in like 2 feet tall grass and a couple passes. That's just a slang term. A few passes, and that thing was striping. So, I mean, it was just a beast. I never bogged that 37 horsepower Vanguard down. I took it in some gnarly stuff and never bogged down on me. I'll be the first to admit, I've bogged down this 31 horsepower Kawasaki several times. Anyway, I got to keep going. So at 550 hours, the mower is out of warranty at 500 hours. 5-6 years ago, I was big into, I got to keep a mower that is under warranty. So I was talking to my dealer about it. Now I'm into keeping a mower running that's paid for. But I was talking to my dealer about it, and he's like, Nick, those things are going to go up another how many ever thousand whenever we start getting the 2023s in. The price is going to jump again. So if you want one, do it now. So this was in December of 2022. So I held on to both Turf Tigers until spring. Come spring, I sold the 37 horsepower Vanguard, 550 hours on it. The guy bought it. Anything wrong with it? No. I've done all the regular maintenance on it. I've done the break-in, oil changes. I did everything you were supposed to do on it. The machine, as far as I know, runs perfect. You're getting a brand new Scag Turf Tiger 2 with 550 hours on it, okay? A month later, he calls me up, threw a rod. I was like, what? So anyway, I worked out with my dealer, talked to them, got him in contact with my dealer, and because I guess I'm a valued customer there, they actually still covered that mower under warranty. So the guy doesn't think I'm a jerk trying to rip him off selling him a crappy mower. The thing with the 37 horsepower Vanguards is I walked up there, this was a few years ago, and the lawnmower shop at my dealer had Vanguard engines. There's like 10, 12 of them just laying around. I was like, what is going on here? Why are all these Vanguard engines out here? They had head gasket problems. They had a head gasket problems, and they had a bunch of them that they had to replace. It was apparently it's a known thing. The 37 horsepower Vanguard engine had a lot of issues. From what I understand, the 40 horsepower Vanguard engine, they have improved it dramatically and not having near as many issues out of it as the 37 horsepower. So there's your review on the 37 horsepower 2020 Scag Turf Tiger 2. Loved it. Just the engine had head gasket problems. So I've got to get on down the road. Then we're going to jump into the 2022 Scag Turf Tiger 2 with the Kawasaki engine. All right, guys? Hey guys, I hate that I have to mention this. Yes, I'm breaking up the review, but I think this is a very important point to make because I see so many lawn care companies throughout the day. I just passed 4 on this road alone. This right here is a busy thoroughway. There's tons of cars come up and down through here all the time. Of course, there's not now that I mention it, but turn your mower that way, not that way, whenever you make your turn. I see so many people turn with the chute facing towards the road. You could throw a rock out at a car. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things that can happen. And I know 90% of y'all know this, but for the 10% that don't, turn your chute in to the yard, not out to the road. It's just a pet peeve of mine. Anyway, it's a pet peeve of mine, and I think y'all benefit from that. So just a little lawn mowing tip. Okay, let's talk about this thing. I got these specs straight off the Scag website because I figured there's a lot of keyboard warriors out there that like to fact check you. So this came straight from Scag's website, okay? This is 2022 Scag Turf Tiger 2. It's a 61-inch Velocity Plus deck. As you can see there, the weight is 1,496 to 1,538 pounds. The MSRP on a new one, on a 2025, is $20,499. The fuel capacity is 12 gallons. The tires, these huge tires right here, guys, are 26 by 12 on 12-inch rims. The drive system, which I would love to be able to get, there it is. See it right in there? The drive system, that's a drive shaft that connects the engine, so you don't have any belts going from the blades to the engine. All right, so the drive system, my bad. These guys right here, dual pumps and motors, and they have a cooling fan on them. See the cooling fan right there? So it doesn't have transaxles, it has dual pumps and motors, one for each wheel. There we go. All right, the spindles are cast iron housing with tapered roller bearings. It's offered in a 52, 61, and 72-inch deck. Like I said, you can get the Vanguard, you can get the Kawasaki, and I think a Kohler. You can also get a diesel engine or a natural gas engine. Like I said, a drive shaft connects the engine to the deck, no belt drive, dual hydro gear pumps, wheels and motors. It has an oil cooler on it right there. So got the oil cooler on it. And you have the Tiger Eye advanced monitoring system. So battery, oil, live temperature, and you can see it's now at 1,010.6 hours. This one, I equipped it because I don't think you can mow professionally without a chute blocker, and I have the grass flat. So I think I even made a cue card, guys, because my old butt can't remember all that information. So yeah, I wrote it all down. So there's the spec straight off the Scag's website for you. Now I'm going to give you 3 pros, 3 cons, and the cost, what this thing has cost me to own since I bought it new. Okay, I'm going to correct myself again, just so I don't get hate over it. Wheel pumps and motors make it go, and I cannot get in there to get you guys a good picture to save my life, but I'm trying to. There it is. All right, here we go. Right there is your drivetrain that goes from your engine to your deck for your blades instead of a belt. So there you go. Golly, I cleared that up. Okay, let's cover my 3 favorite things. There's a ton of things I like about this mower, guys, but I'm going to highlight 3 of my favorites. I won't say 3 favorites, but the number 1 is it's the velocity deck. I've even had people comment on this channel that say if if you could take a turf tracer and put a velocity deck on it, you'd have the perfect walk behind. And I'm not arguing with them on that. If you're cutting tall, thick, wet, the velocity deck doesn't care. It'll chew through it. So that's number 1. Second, a lot of mowers, even high dollar mowers, you'll see a lot of plastic on them. Darn near everything. Even the cup holder is metal. I mean, this thing is metal to the core. The fenders, everything. Of course, you got some plastic components on that, but in case y'all didn't know, Scag's parent company is Metalcraft of Melville. And last year, whenever I met the owner, I actually asked him how much Chinese steel goes into making Scags. 0% is what he told me. So, number 1, velocity deck. Number 2, it's all metal. There's not plastic stuff that's gonna, number 1, fade, look junky, tear up easy. Matter of fact, guys, if you hit something with this mower, chances are you're gonna tear it up more than you do damage to the Scag. So that's 2. Number 3, it has 1 gas tank, 1 big, like I said, I think I told y'all, 12-gallon gas tank underneath it. With that, plus the 26-inch tires, the pure weight of this machine helps you hug a hill like no other. For a 0-turn mower, I mean, I've taken it on stuff that'll make your butt eat the seat. I've seen my buddy Carter Shipley do things on this thing that I'm like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. But this thing, for its size and everything, it'll hold a hill. So that's my 3 favorite things about it. Or 3, that's top 3. All right, so Nick, all I really want to know is how much money you spent after it ran out of warranty. I don't care about the rest of it. That's what I really want to know, is the nuts and bolts of it. God, I miss my trailer. Operating out of a truck bed. It's been a long time since I've done that. But anyway, I'm going to show you right now. Let me get the X mark on the trailer, and I'm going to show you what all I've replaced since it's been out of warranty. Okay, had about 750 hours, something like that. A stick got in here under my radar. I don't know how, but somehow a stick got in here and took a big old chunk out of the belt. And I caught it before it broke. So I replaced the belt. Well, Nick, everybody replaced the belt. Well, I'm just telling you what I've done after 500 hours. Next, there's a bolt. I'm looking right here. I can get on here and find it a lot easier. Okay. See, here's my... See that bolt right there? That screw right there goes through the handle right there. There's one on that side too, right there, right there. That one broke off, and honestly, the end of it broke off, but it was still through there. I ran for a week before I got a new bolt for it. My buddy at the dealership, I told him, I was like, hey, y'all got any of them bolts laying around? He brought me one and I put it in, so yeah. What was it, 2 weeks ago? Y'all can go back and look at the video. 2 weeks ago, I think it was. So it had like 980 hours, how many ever hours on it. I thought the battery was dead. Long story short, there was a wire in here. He didn't show me which one that was causing these fuses down here to blow. Where are they at? Anyway, there's 2 fuses down there. And there's a short, and one of the wires kept causing them to blow, and it fried the PTO switch. So I got a new PTO switch, fixed the wiring, fixed fuses. But what happened, I pulled onto a yard and it just died. But it sounded, I thought the battery had been going dead for a while, because I mean, that's the indications it was giving me. So it just died right in this customer's front yard. So I went and got my booster pack, nothing. Got jumper cables, nothing. Ran out to O'Reilly Auto Parts. No, I'm not sponsored by O'Reilly. It's just the one that's out, the store that's out closest to me. So I ran to O'Reilly, put a new battery on it. That wasn't it. You want to hear the rest of the story, go back and watch that video from a couple of days or a couple of weeks ago, where I had to ratchet strap the Turf Tiger up onto the enclosed trailer. That's the only 3 things I've done to it, guys. Up until I replaced that belt, that's just normal. I'd never done anything to it besides regular maintenance, air filters, fuel filters, change the hydraulic oil, all that's just stuff you do to a mower. I hadn't done anything to it. So the cost at 1,000 hours, a belt, which was I think $100, something like that, and a $400 shop bill to find that wire that was bad. I think it's on a video too. So I've spent $500 on it in its lifetime. So that's it. Well, Nick, you didn't tell us the cons. Let me get out in front of these people's houses and get to heading home, because it was so dark I couldn't even see out of my sunglasses while I was weed eating. I do this a lot in my videos. Whenever I say pros and cons of something, I'll name something that's a pro, like that mower. What makes it great is how big and heavy it is. It holds a hill. It's made out of all metal. There's no plastic junk on it, fenders or anything like that. But that's also a con, guys. It's a beast of a mower. I'm not gonna lie, it's a beast of a mower at 1,500 pounds, and then throw a full tank of gas in it. If you're using it on small yards, it's overkill. Okay, let me put it this way. This mower is not for everybody. I like it because I'm solo and I need to get yards done quick. And I want to get them done fast, because so more yards, more money, right? But it's so heavy, you take it on some yards that you're going to rut it. If you don't continually change your patterns, you're going to rut the heck out of a yard. So that's a big negative on it. Y'all see my mowing patterns. I change them up quite a bit. 1, for aesthetics, 2, because I don't want ruts in the yard from that 1,500 pound machine. Number 2 is big. I mean, not everybody needs that. If I didn't have bigger properties to mow, honestly, I would look at an X-Mark or a Tiger Cat 2. I've owned a Tiger Cat 2. I liked it a lot. I'd probably get a 52-inch one of those, just because it's lighter, it's more nimble. You can get it in and out of stuff easier. So its size is a big downfall to it, but that's also what makes it the king, as they call it, simply the best, king of the jungle. It's hard for me to find a lot of stuff that I don't like about it, because I've just told you the stuff I don't like about it, but that's also the stuff that I do like about it. I'd like to give you some more negative points on it, but I think a mower that has a drivetrain, that's crazy. I mean, to me, that's just crazy that a mower, whenever I told my dad, who's 86, he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, you know. But anyway, that, like I said, it's my second one. Y'all can research the Vanguard issues and stuff like that. I'm just a fan of Kawasaki engines. I just like them. I know they don't have the horsepower as the Vanguards, but I think if you're going to hang on to a mower for several years, Kawasaki's where it's at. It's just my opinion. But I've said it on here hundreds of times. Opinions are like noses. Everybody has one. And I think that Velocity deck, booyah. I love it. So there's other mowers out there, and you Ford, Dodge, Chevy, and Toyota guys are going to chime in and say, nope, it's Gravely, nope, it's Wright, nope, it's Exmark, nope. I wouldn't change my setup. As long as I'm in business here in East Tennessee, knowing the yards, and been mowing yards around here for 21 years, I'll always have a setup like that. I'll always have a walk behind, most likely an Exmark, because I think they've got the wheel motors and pumps on them too, no transaxles. But the 1,000-hour review of that's coming up, and I'll have some sort of Scag. But why? My dealer. I've told y'all this 1,000 times. It's all about dealer support. I've said if my dealer sold Murray lawnmowers, I'd use a Murray push mower. So that's my spiel. That's a 1,000-hour review and the 550-hour review of the Scag Turf Tiger 2, one with the Vanguard 37 horsepower engine in it, and then the one with the 31 horsepower Kawasaki engine in it. Let me know what you think, guys. Hit the thumbs up. Love it if you subscribe. I've got the Vevor, however you say it, blade sharpener with the RGB wheel. That one's coming up, so be on the lookout for it. You guys have a great one. I appreciate all the support, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right.